arithmetic progression, one of the questions, many students get confused in that. So the question is there on the board. Find 4 consecutive terms of AP. Now this is not finding 2 consecutive terms or 3 consecutive terms. It is finding 4 consecutive terms of an AP whose sum is 12 and the sum of third and fourth term is 14. Now whenever you read the sum, you have to break it, read it, understand it, what exactly is the data that is given to you, and then try to find it. So find 4 consecutive terms. So what am I supposed to find out first of all? I am supposed to find out 4 consecutive terms. Okay. Now, what do you mean by consecutive terms? Consecutive terms means terms next to each other. So if I say, give me any 4 consecutive terms between say 1 and 10. So I can say 2, 3, 4, 5 are the 4 consecutive terms. Or I can say 5, 6, 7, 8 are the 4 consecutive terms. But 2, 4, 7, 9, they cannot be consecutive terms because they are not next to each other. But if I ask you, give me 4 consecutive terms, 4 consecutive odd numbers between 1 and 10. Now if I ask you, give me 4 consecutive odd numbers between 1 and 10. So what would be the answer? I can say 1, 3, 5, 7. Because these 4 odd numbers are coming next to each other, correct? That is the meaning of consecutive. But I cannot say 3, 7, 9 as consecutive odd numbers. Because between 3 and 7 there is a number odd, that is 5, which we are missing out. So consecutive means just the next term whichever comes after the first term. Okay, that is the meaning of consecutive. Now here in AP, since we are supposed to find out 4 consecutive terms of an AP, so what can we take 4 consecutive terms as? I can say let the 4 consecutive terms as. Now you know that in arithmetic progression our first term is called as A, is represented by the letter, by the variable A, small a. So let me take one of the terms as A, maybe the first term or maybe the second term, and I know that the difference between the 2 terms is given by the letter D, correct? So if I am taking one of the terms as A, my next term would be A plus D, right? And here they have asked me 4 terms. So I may take one of the previous terms also for ease of calculation. What could be that? A term before A would be A minus D, because I'll have to subtract the difference and take the first term. And then a term after A plus D would be A plus 2D. So the 4 consecutive terms that I'm going to take in AP is A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. And now why these I have taken, it's a very simple factor. Say for example, if you have an AP of given as 3, 6, 9 and 12. Now is this an AP? Yes, you can say this is an arithmetic progression. Why this is an arithmetic progression? Because the difference between the first 2 terms is 3, the difference between the next 2 terms is also 3, the difference between the next 2 terms is also 3, correct? So can't I relate this 6 to A over here? So if I am relating this 6 to A, then a term previous to this would be 6 minus 3 as 3, correct? 6 minus 3 as 3, that is what I have taken it as, A minus D. And if I relate 9 to A plus D, then this is nothing but 6 plus 3, so that is A plus D. And what is 12? 12 is nothing but 6 plus 2 times I have to add 3. That means 12 is going to be A plus 2D. So this A plus 2D is represented by 12, A plus D is represented by 9, and A minus D is represented by 3. So that's how simple we take into consideration 4 consecutive terms in an AP. Okay. In short, now if you want to remember in the question in the exam, if they ask you find 3 consecutive terms. So if they ask you find 3 consecutive terms, what are we going to take? We are going to take A minus D, A and A plus D. If they ask me 4 consecutive terms, then A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. This is what you need to remember and understand. Now let us understand our question. So I have taken these 4 terms as my 4 consecutive terms. What is given to me in the question? Whose sum is 12. Whose sum is 12? The sum of 4 consecutive terms, यानी चारों टर्म को मैं जब ऐड करूंगा तो उसका सम है 12. मेरे चारों टर्म क्या है? a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. So I am going to add all these 4 terms, a minus d plus a plus a plus d plus a plus 2d. These are my 4 terms. The sum of them is 12. I need to solve this question properly. Now minus d and plus d cancels out, right? So I am left with a plus a plus a plus a. So I get 4a plus 2d is equal to 12. Can I reduce this equation? Yes, I can reduce this equation, but I'll take a call at a later stage. Okay? Now that is as per my first condition. So I'll write here as per first condition. And what was my first condition? Whose sum is 12. Now my second condition is sum of third and fourth term is 14. Can you tell me now? Sum of third and fourth term is 14. So what kind of equation can you get over here? Which is your third term? My third term is a plus d and my fourth term is a plus 2d. So sum of third and fourth term, that is as per the second condition given in this arithmetic progression question, I have a plus d plus a plus 2d is equal to 14. Right? Because sum of third and fourth term. Sum means addition. So a plus d plus a plus 2d is equal to 14. So I get 2a plus 3d is equal to 14. Right? Now, so if I look at the first equation that I got, that is 4a plus 2d is equal to 12. The second equation that I got, 2a plus 3d is equal to 14. So this looks like I have got a simultaneous equation in two variables that I am supposed to solve and I am expected to solve. Now looking at the second equation, I see a 2a as the first term over here. So I can reduce this first equation by dividing it throughout by 2. Right? So by dividing it throughout by 2, I get this equation as 2a plus d is equal to 6 as my equation number 1, and this is my equation number 2. Correct? So we got two equations now. Let us write down these two equations in red so that we can understand. 2a plus d is equal to 6. 2a plus 3d is equal to 14. That is your equation 1 and equation number 2. So see how pretty simple it is, because you know how to solve a simultaneous equation. Right? You are supposed to just understand the given conditions in the question of AP and you got simultaneous equation. Solving this simultaneous equation, we will get the value of A and D. Once we get the value of A and D, your duty is to just substitute the value of A and D in these 4 terms to find out your 4 consecutive terms. That's how simple it is. I hope you've understood how we are supposed to do this question. Now let us try to solve the simultaneous equation part. Okay? Now we will try the elimination method only for simultaneous equation, because elimination method is simple. I can eliminate a variable over here. Okay? So how do I eliminate? My operation on these two equations will be equation 1 minus equation number 2. So when I subtract first equation minus second equation, that means when I am subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, right, there is a negative sign because I am subtracting it, and as a result the signs of each of the terms of the second equation will change. Correct? What do we cancel out? 2a and 2a gets cancelled. I am left with d minus 3d. This is plus d, and I am going to consider this sign because we are subtracting. So d minus 3d is equal to minus 2d equals to 6 minus 14 will give you how much? Minus 8. Minus and gets cancelled. You get d is equal to 4. Now what are we going to do? Substitute d equals to 4 in any one of these equations. I'll take equation 1 for substitution. My equation number 1 is 2a plus d is equal to 6. So 2a plus 4 is equal to 6, right? Now, when I solve this, what do I get? 2a is equal to 6 minus 4. So 2a is equal to 2, a is equal to 1. By solving these simultaneous equation, I got A is equal to 1 and D is equal to 4. Now, is this my answer? Is this my final answer? Right? So your answer would be no. Because why? What is the question? Find 4 consecutive terms of AP. We are supposed to find 4 consecutive terms of AP. And which are the 4 consecutive terms of AP? A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D. What are the 4 consecutive terms? A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D. So let us find out. What will be my first term? My first term is A minus D. That is nothing but 1 minus 4. That's equals to minus 3. What will be my second term? My second term is simply A. That is equal to 1. Right? Because A is 1. What will be my third term? My third term is A plus D. A plus D. So that is equal to 1 plus 4. That's equals to 5. And what is my fourth term? My fourth term is A plus 2D. That is 1 plus 2 into 4. 2 4s are 8 plus 1 is 9. Right? Bravo. So see, I got my first term as minus 3, second term as 1, third term as 5 and fourth term as 9. So therefore, what can I write? The 4 consecutive terms of the given AP are minus 1, 5 and 9. Right? Let us check and verify whether these are the 4 consecutive terms or not. How do we check it? Find the difference between minus 1 and 3. The difference between minus 1 and 3 is nothing but 4. The difference between 1 and 5 is also 4. The difference between 5 and 9 is also 4. Right? So that clearly shows my difference is 4 and I've got the 4 consecutive terms of AP. I hope the question was very clear. Always remember, whenever any word problem is given to you, read it first time to understand the word problem clearly and read it second time to break the problem to understand what is given and what you are expected to find out. You will get your answers through. Thank you very much.